show for all it's worth, but don't judge us. We've got to get our exclusive clips from somewhere, haven't we? It is Friday night, which is eviction night, as was Wednesday. It's non-stop, isn't it, these evictions? They just keep on giving them to us, and I say keep them coming. Right, so after an explosive start in the house, it's end of story, Jack and Nori, as you've told our Heather to trot on. Yes, tonight was crunch time for Cheryl. She's going to be joining us a little bit later on, but in the meantime, we are hoping for a sip of this.
Strap on a pair.
A pear?
Pair of balls.
A glug of this.
Can I deep throat you for Cheryl's coffee?
Where are you getting these clips from? And if we're lucky, a big old slurp of this. First up tonight, while the situation might consider himself an expert on all things laundry, he's got nothing on our next guest. It's domestic goddess, Kim Woodburn. Next, our resident sexpert on hand, and he's got a valuable piece of advice for the situation. Get yourself an oar and knock Danica across the head with it. It works every single time. It's Kurt Norcross. And it's been 12 days since our final panelist left the house. You'd think that he'd be grateful for a bit of time away from his fellow soldiers, but you would be wrong. We've literally had to prize him away from Adam to be here tonight. They've even got themselves matching tattoos. Yes, they have. It is your big brother champ, Luke A. Luke, I've got to ask you, can we drop the A now? Can we just call you Luke?
Do.
Is that
Luke's
okay?
fine. All good.
We don't need to figure out who's who anymore.
Yeah,
we know.
that's
We
great.
know. Right, we're going to have a little look at the tattoo.
Okay.
Okay, we've got a picture of it.
All right.
There it is.
Hey, spots and all. Hey.
Big Brother Bromance 2012, I think you'll find it says. Now, before we all get chatting, there's a very important person to talk to, though we should count ourselves quite lucky because he's able to squeeze a little bit of time in for us tonight because he's got a very pressing date with a blue nun in his Winnebago. Please welcome Mr. Brian Dowling.
Is that leather?
It is if you want it to be.
Excuse me, when can we get matching tattoos, Emma?
This is what I was going to say to you.
I love that we can drop the A. I was like, hey, Luke, it's just Luke now.
I know, it's just Luke.
Yeah.
Have you and Narinda got matching tattoos?
No.
What would you get if you had one?
Mine would probably say nice and her would be like nasty bitch or shut the fuck up. Like Julie said about Colleen.
So maybe we should get them then. Forget about Narinda.
On our Fangelinas.
It's about you and me.
Let's get them on our Fangelinas.
So you have actually got one?
No, I said we should get one on our Fangelina Jolie's. Your crunch.
I know.
It's yours.
You haven't got a crunch, have you?
I could say something. I ain't say nothing.
Right, OK, how was tonight for you?
Tonight was like the eviction we had in January with Natalie and Kirk when they left. Shock.
Yeah, totally.
Because when lots of people go up, it's hard to pinpoint because the votes go everywhere.
When you have that freezing of the lines and then reopening, as soon as two people are saved, those people that have been voting for those two go to somebody else to save.
But also I think the reality that we show when the votes are frozen, when we reopen them, the reality we show sometimes can always affect the vote.
Absolutely.
Everyone was... When Scott left a few weeks ago, it was like... and the same tonight with Cheryl, shock. She seemed to take it very well.
Do you think it was a case of the situation got saved and his votes then went to the Prince?
I don't know if the people that would like the situation, Michael, would still like Lorenzo. I don't know, maybe. But I didn't think he'd get saved first. I didn't think he would. So obviously a big fan base for him. It's the six-pack. It's the abs. It's the abs, guys, right?
Tell me you're not saving somebody because he has a six-pack.
They're shallow!
No!
We are.
So you think she handled it really well tonight?
Really well.
Because she was really quite shocked when she went up.
But also, as we know with this show, there's lots of controversy. People always get in trouble. So for us, the interviews the last few weeks have been quite heavy and not that much fun, apart from the final. So it's been quite nice to do a fun interview where we weren't giving anyone a bollocking and, you know, we were asking the right questions.
Don't they always just say that?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, well, we're doing it, not you.
Yeah. You're going to get it later.
I know
You're going to get it.
I know I am. So they're nominating again on Sunday.
Yes.
Who do you think's in trouble?
Do you know what? I don't know. I think from what's happening with the boys, from watching it tonight, they've been quite annoyed with the girls from what's been happening. So maybe nominations could be payback for them.
I think the girls are kind of realising what their actions have actually caused. But the boys just can't deal with being knocked back.
When I seen Danica tweaking his nipples, I was like, no. What about your boyfriend? She's seeing someone?
I know.
That has to be uncomfortable.
For everybody watching, let alone for the two of them. Well, for everybody. Of course she did. And of course, there's going to be another shopping task this week.
Yes.
If you could set them on, what would it be?
Ooh, I actually would set them on that they would instantly fail. I love nothing more than celebrities really grumpy with nothing. So one that they can't pass.
Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it?
Would be amazing.
Make them suffer for a
I
little
want to see them
They're
suffer.
Celebrities. We want
They've
to see
got
them
an amazing
suffer.
lifestyle.
Now, we've heard that there's a new celebrity going in with an old score to settle. And I think we are allowed to reveal that it's going to be Jasmine's mum. With a little help from Jasmine.
Yes, it's going to be Marilyn, who we met when I did Friends and Family.
What do you make of that?
I think she'll be fantastic. She's just fabulous. Plus, if Jasmine's guiding her through it, maybe through an earpiece or something, she's doing what Jasmine wants her to do. And I don't think the housemates will know they're related. That's what's even amazing.
They have the same eyes.
Do
you not think?
Not the same face.
No, but the same eyes. On that note, I'll say thank you very much, Brian Dowling.
Thank you.
So, as you know, Cheryl became the second celebrity to be evicted. But how are her former housemates dealing with the loss? Here is how.
They what?
Let me work. Just a minute, Colleen. I'm here. Come here. Come here, darling.
I know.
It's that bit that's horrible. It's just horrible.
It is. It's
To the point where I don't want to be. I just wish I was out.
Did
I
you hear
can't
the
go through
cheers
it
when
again.
she went out?
Yeah, I'm so happy for her, and now I'm sad that she's gone. Because she was my buddy.
But it doesn't add up. That?
She's completely loved out there, so she couldn't go to
We
a
could
nice
not love her.
reception.
Why could you not love Cheryl?
Oh man, I really cannot go through that anymore. I had my speech ready.
Did you?
Yeah, I was like, all right, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I know exactly how I'm going to handle it. And now I don't want to do the nominations again.
OK, so Colleen, as we can see there, is pretty upset. So let's get talking about tonight's eviction. Kirk, do you think the right person left?
No, definitely not. I thought she was going to be.
It's pretty. I think everyone's quite shocked about it.
Yeah, no, I'm not happy that she went. I think she was a really good housemate.
Kind of like when Natalie left as well. I think nobody...
definitely, 100%. And you think because they're from a big show, but maybe it's because people think that they're safe and there's no need. But at least she come out of cheers, so it's good for her.
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
it helps her out a little bit more. But yeah, I definitely think the wrong person went.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Did the wrong person leave? Shock?
It was really a shock. We thought Lorenzo was going. He's a little bit dull, isn't he?
Well,
He's
I don't know if
lovely.
it's because it's dull, but he's very quiet, he's very sweet. He hasn't done a lot, so...
Cheryl's been the entertainer. She's been in the loud one, the bubbly one, keeping everyone going, cheering them up, coming up with the funny words like crunch and everything. So she's been really funny. I'm just surprised, really, really surprised.
Did anybody expect Cheryl to go?
No,
not one single person in the audience. Luke, were you a fan of Cheryl? Did you think she'd leave this evening?
I didn't think she'd leave at all. I was gutted, and yeah, I was a fan of her, and it reminded me of when Scott left, the shock in the house. It was just disbelief, so I'm probably still in the house right now, you know.
Isn't it nice to have Luke on the phone? Yay! Kim, has the result surprised you?
Well, it has really. Hasn't it? Hasn't it? I'll tell you why. The prince is extremely handsome. Now, girls, you wouldn't throw him out of bed. Stop your nonsense. Well, I wouldn't. He's extremely handsome and charming. And a lot of women vote for the show. Not really.
Kirk,
he's not hard on the eyes, is he?
He's not hard on the eyes, no.
Not to me, too.
But as this lady pointed out, he hasn't really done very much. So are we just voting on what people
you say
look
that,
like?
you see, but he has. When Jasmine had a go at him, and Martin Camp ran out the way, although he had voted for also, when he saw all this trouble, he ducked out, Martin, bless him. But that prince came forward and said, no, I will have my say. I will have my say.
Yeah.
When at the time he did it. I like Martin Kemp. Martin Kemp said, I'm not getting into this, and disappeared.
To be fair, though, Jasmine didn't pull him up on it either. She did only really pull the prince up about it.
But I was shocked at that as well.
Yeah.
I think she wore herself out, my love.
Kirk, why do you think that the public didn't save Cheryl?
I don't think they've not saved her. I don't know. I really don't know. I can't understand it. Why? Because I think she was...
Nice.
Everyone's entertaining there, but she was the one that was entertaining in the morning when everyone was a little bit tired. She carried it on, so there's no explanation for it.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you think there's anything she could have done differently, Luke, to save herself?
Well, I don't know, maybe she was a bit more like Heather rather than Cheryl, you never know. Maybe that might have helped. But I thought she was lovely.
In what way?
Yeah, well, you know, just put more sort of into her wham, you know, a bit more dancing, a bit more crunch. Crunch is always good, like the mince sandwich. She could have carried it on. It would have been like a crunchy mince sandwich.
I've heard of growler, but I've never heard of crunch.
I've never heard of a crunch before
growler,
either. What do you guys think? Why do you think that she wasn't saved? Do you think it was a case of people just assumed she was safe?
I think Kirk almost said it. You know, people didn't vote for her because they thought that no way she was going to go. So I think that was it.
Her appeal, when they asked her why she should stay, she didn't say much.
No. Yeah, she was kind of the first one, though. It's always very weird with things like that. Stand up on live television to the nation for 20 seconds and tell us why you should stay in that house. Like, oh, do you know what I mean? It's pressure on the spot. Do you think you could have done it, Luke?
No. Not at all, no. I always have massive brain farts when I'm in that situation, so...
Yeah, it must be quite difficult.
Brain what, dear?
Farts.
Please.
Sorry.
I'm a lady.
Kim, who do you think will miss Cheryl the most?
Well, you know what? She was nice to everybody, wasn't she? I think she got on very well with Colleen, and I think she was a mate of hers, and I think she'll miss her most. But you couldn't dislike that lady.
Yeah.
Chubby, cheery, and thoroughly lovely. You'd like her for a next-door neighbour, wouldn't you? But perhaps that was the problem. She was too nice, my love. She was never going to be nasty and horrible. That's what people want.
Luke, you know better than anyone, I think, about house divisions.
Oh, yes.
Are you seeing the age divide in the house?
Yeah.
That a lot of us seem to be
brought
seeing.
to my attention a few episodes ago, and I noticed that there is a sort of older crowd and the younger crowd, and I don't know how it's going to go, but you can definitely see from now on that there's a little divide starting. Not as nasty as our divide, but there's definitely a little something
We were talking to
simmering.
Judy James last night, and she said that she thinks the younger ones will eventually turn on maybe people like Martin, who are the kind of stronger figures in the house, to try and pick them off.
Yeah.
Do you think...
I think it depends if they've got a game plan or not. If they know that they're going to be popular, then they'll want to pick them off.
Yeah.
Which is what happened with us.
Kirk, are you going to be taking Cheryl to Sugar Hut?
Yeah. Right after now. Sweet. I want to give her a big cuddle first.
Lovely.
Love the plug, I love it. 10 minutes in.
Other nightclubs in Essex are available. They're nominating again on Sunday. Who do you think is in danger?
I think all the same. I think it's because there's quite a few of them and they've got mixed opinions still, so it's still going to be spread out. So I think still quite a few of them are going to be up for nomination.
Luke, who do you think may be up?
Probably the Prince again, because the housemates have heard the boos, so they'll think to put him up.
Do you really take that on board?
Well, some people did, yeah. Like with
but
Dina.
not you.
Not me.
Not you. Does anyone think that the girls may be up this week after
I'm thinking
Danica and Rhian?
They're playing a dodgy game at the moment, aren't they? So.
But Danica's being very naughty.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a young girl. Flirt. Come on, you're a long time old, lovey. We're not begrudging, but tweaking the nipples job, dear. Now, if I was her boyfriend, she'd no longer be a girlfriend of mine, because it's one thing to be nice to the, but tweaking and rubbing rubbing the crunch, dear. I mean, no, come on. Would you, as a boyfriend, watching that? That's it. She's.
I wouldn't be too pleased.
As I said to you, when I was a girl, we called them PTs, prick teasers. I prefer to be. No, I'm sorry, but I prefer to be politer. TT.
You just told him off for saying fart.
I know.
Because
that's what she's doing.
So the panel and Brian and especially Kim have had their say, but remember, as always, we want to hear from you guys. Send us in your questions for Cheryl. She's going to be answering answering them in the sweaty box a little bit later on. You can reach us via Twitter or through the website. Join us after the break when we'll have yet more exclusive footage and we see how the house is reacting to Cheryl's departure. And she'll be here to answer the questions that were far too naughty for Brian. We'll see you in a little while. Big Brother's bit on the side. Look at this. Luke has sent me flowers. You shouldn't have. It's so nice of him. Shall I read you the card?
God, here we go.
Okay, it says, Dear Emma, thanks for all your hard work on Bit on the Side. As a token of my appreciation, let me make you a sandwich. It's the little things that count. I'd like to say thank you, but I think I might pass on your offer because I know what fillings you use in your sandwiches.
They're organic. It's fine.
OK, so during the break, your second evictee of the series entered the studio. Cheryl is patiently waiting at the top of the stairs for her cue, but she is going to have to wait a little bit longer because here are her worst bits.
Pardon me. Pardon me. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I'm sorry. I was in the Big Brother house with Harvey. It was lots of people and him and me. Shut up! Now! I think a crunch can also describe a certain type of woman. Watch me crunch. Watch me crunch. Do you want to write me a check out? For my crunch. Remind me crunch. Bazookas and crunch. Something in the crunch. My crunch. He's going to take my word crunch over to America. I've just sold my crunch for £300,000. Voila!
Do you think that showed your full range of talents?
Cock off. Farty bottom. You fuckers. Lorenzo, you big fucking mermaid. You pee-pee-poo. That is cock. I've never heard such cock in all my life. Oh man, I'm Cracker Barrels. Oh no.
She's had a 10-day all-inclusive break courtesy of Big Brother, but the holiday is over before she can collect her bags. Let's find out if she's got anything to declare. Jeff, take it away.
Hey, hey. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. Turn the music up, let's do it. Come on, people, let's get loud. Let's get loud. Turn the music up to hear that sound. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. Don't let anybody tell you what you gotta do. Get loud. Let's get loud. Ain't nobody gonna tell you what you gotta do.
You didn't know I could do that, did you? Oh, I don't do stairs. I live in a bungalow.
Take a seat. Pink dining room chair, glass of champagne.
Oh, I don't
just
drink.
For you.
Don't drink.
Doesn't drink.
No, that's not, you've been watching then.
Panel have got some. To be fair, we haven't really seen any of you drink very much.
No, I don't know.
Have you been supplied with much at all?
Well, them lot are moaning all the time. Every night they're at the hatch like sort of cats.
Go in, wine, beer.
And I'm sitting there going, I'd just like a coffee, please.
Yeah, just the simple things
Just a
in life.
coffee.
Jeff, are you surprised to see Cheryl out this evening? I think everybody else is.
Cheryl, babe, what are you doing here? You're here too early.
I know, never mind.
It's a shame, it really is.
But listen, that reception was fantastic. Thank you so much. Really,
That's
really
all right. I like what
brilliant.
they've done with your eyebrows, despite the semen. I think it's... Personally, I use eyebrow wax because there's less chance of getting it in your eye, you know what I mean?
Jeff, thank you very much. I'm loving that we are tonally the same again this evening.
We have a psychic bond.
We do,
Emma.
don't we?
Yes.
Colour schemes. Thank you. OK, so, Cheryl.
Yes.
I have to try not to call you Heather because I've done that a couple of times on the show. I'm very sorry.
I don't really but cock.
Cheryl,
yes.
Let's talk about noms and when they were revealed.
Yes.
You seem to take it quite difficult.
Did I?
Yeah, you didn't seem very happy.
Well,
was it a bit of a shock?
I think that you can. I think it is kind of. You don't think it's going to you're going to take it badly, or you don't think it's going to be personal, but it's like a little personal attack.
Yeah.
But you kind of might know who's done it. That makes sense.
Yeah, because we have seen you say in tonight's show that you would rather have done face-to-face noms like you did the first time. Because does it almost feel like people are being, even though it's part of the game and you know what you're
I just think that they're going to just, once you've done it in the diary room, then no one looks you in the eye for a start. They will all come out the diary room like, sorry, Miss President. Like, they won't look at you in the face, and you just think, oh no, you know, somebody like that's so. If you could just turn and say, I did it, and because of this.
Yeah.
Because you don't clean up, you lazy cow.
It was
or
quite interesting to watch you we've seen it this evening, but it was yesterday, you in the kitchen with Sam and The Situation, who were the two people that you nominated, whilst you were talking about nominations, saying, I would just go up to your face and said, yes, it was you, and yes, it was you. And those were actually the two people that you nominated.
Because I was trying to say to them, I did it. But I think they were a big one can short of a six-pack, so I really don't know what was going on with them.
You also said in the house that you were aware that your personality grated on certain people. Who were you referring to?
Well, I think those that have a different lifestyle to myself, or
namely?
Well, Princey is... If he really is a Princey and doesn't live in Peckham...
Why are you so... Why do you not believe him?
Well, that he's a prince?
Yeah.
I think he's got a pie and mash shop. I think he goes Menzies up in Peckham. I don't know, because it's too... I mean, a prince wouldn't be in there, would they? To be quite honest.
It does seem a little odd, but maybe that's his thing, reality
well, put it this way,
TV.
I've certainly not seen his royal throne.
OK, all the crown jewels?
Nothing. Oh,
no. Nothing.
Oh, that would make me heave.
OK, let's talk about the girls in the house.
Oh, come on.
Why were you so surprised to find that you liked Julie?
Because I think that because her character for all those years, and again, look, there's me doing that thing of, oh, it's a character. I thought she'd be quite feisty and kind of diva-ish. And, I mean, I don't... And also, there's a respect for somebody older than yourself. I've been brought up to respect my elders, and it's like, she can be like that. She can do that kind of thing of... She's very funny. I call her the female Jimmy Savile, because she does look a bit like Jimmy Savile. She's, now then, Julie, fix it. She's a bit like that, isn't she?
She is brilliant.
She is.
OK, and Colleen and Colleen.
I call her Clean.
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 Clean. You were friends with Clean and Clean. I can't stop saying it now. And Julie. So what is your take on their relationship?
Oh, I'm not sure.
It's very...
I don't quite get...
It's not really happening, is it?
I would never get in the middle of the two of them, seriously. That would not be nice. I wouldn't like to see either of them erupt.
Where do you think it stemmed from? Because on the first night, it really looked like they were really going to get on.
I think it might have been the nominations thing that lifted up that picture, and there was a face.
Yeah.
And it wasn't...
Colleen didn't really expect it,
Colleen didn't expect that, no. And I don't know, I think there could be that little bit of...
rivalry?
Yes, like they're quite mothery, aren't they? Both of them are quite mothery to the youngsters,
maternal,
the little chicks. They're quite mothery to the chickens. And so I think there's that kind of possible little rivalry.
OK. Let's move on to Danica.
Yes.
Listen to them. You weren't... we've seen you tonight.
Who did my hair, by the way, this evening, I have to say.
And a very good job she's done as well.
It was all right.
Yeah. We've seen you in this evening's show, and you weren't too happy with Danica about the way she's kind of...
Oh, it's one day after, isn't it? One day...
Yes,
okay,
this was yesterday when she was rubbing the situation's
Well, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
You
can't do that. I'm sorry. You cannot do what she is doing. And actually, I've said it. It actually puts me as a woman to shame that we behave like that towards the guys. Really, it's misleading. I've had conversations where they have said that they've got fellas on the outside. Yeah. And personally, put the shoe on the other foot. You would not. If I was their fella out there, I'd kick them right out on their route. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But it's not good. And the boys, boys are like little puppies, aren't they? Testosterone, winky woony scene too.
I know.
It's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's like in there.
And they're not dealing with the knockbacks very well. But then I think the girls are... It's a bit like... very...
I just want us to be... It's like this, isn't it? Girls, yeah? I just want us to be friends. Don't
the batting
touch.
Of the
I just want to be
eyelashes.
friends. Don't touch me. I just want to be... It's that, isn't it?
Yeah.
And how can they wake up and look like that in the morning? That's not right either. There's seriously something wrong there.
How long had you felt like that about the Danica and
all the time. I knew. I mean, even I think Reen, what's that? I can't even say her name. That's why I keep voting for her.
Reen. Ian with an R.
Reen. Basically, the girls are just... I don't know what they're playing at. I really don't know what they're playing at. I don't know if they've got a game plan, if they want to just have another... I don't know if they want booby jobs at the end.
Do you think the house will turn against them? Are the rest of the house seeing what
I think you've got three musketeers at the minute with Ashley, Harvey and... I can't even say his name because it makes me feel sick.
The situation?
Oh, I don't know. It's a revelation.
Or the occasional table, as
the occasional table.
Julian calls him.
Julian Clare is class, man. I'm sorry, but he's more my ear and more my ting, as they say. So he's my ting. But yeah, you know, the boys will always stick up for the boys.
Yeah.
They'll be the three musketeers.
Yeah. Cheryl, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. What weekly programme. Thank you.
If you've got any questions for Cheryl, then send them into the digital team. They're going to be interviewing her after the show for their online exclusive. Details are on the screen now. Plus, Cheryl is also going to be taking your calls in Jamie's phone room this weekend. I don't know if you knew that, but you are.
Not Justin Lee Collins, then?
No.
I thought he was Justin Lee Collins.
No, unfortunately not.
Oh, don't they look the same?
Very similar.
Okay.
Very similar. So if you've got any questions or have any other business that you want to discuss, then give us a call on the number below. Still to come, I'm going to throw Cheryl to that lot over there. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side, brushing up on our billiard skills for a game with Prince Lorenzo. Hopefully he'll be as bad as Prince Harry and we get to see the crown jewels. I don't really want to see his willy. So it's that time on the show where I stand back and let you guys in here grill or evictee. So Kim, why don't you take the first question to Cheryl?
Question, but how clean was it in there?
Well, seeing that I was actually one of the people that did a lot of the cleaning and washing up. Oh my God, I've never washed up. So I think I washed up more in there than I've done in the last year in my own house, actually, if I'm honest. But it was, yes, it was quite clean. Julie Goodyear was quite good at doing bogs. Yeah, she did bogs. She did bogs. The girls, I think they were a bit too worried about getting something, you know, a bit dirty.
Yeah.
There were no skidders down the toilet, which was good.
Not like in your time.
Yeah, not like yours. Cool. Bombers in yours, weren't they?
Kurt.
Probably still left there, actually.
Were you disappointed to come out this early?
No. Do you know what? It's a game, and you can come out at any point, can't you? And at the end of the day, it was a laugh. I have to say, it was a laugh. And I don't know how the guys on the regular show did 3 months. I have not a clue.
Long time,
not a clue.
isn't it?
Neither do I.
Kirk.
You've done a little rap with Harvey. Do you reckon you could do a little rap now?
No.
So you're not got no... Is it not a planned thing?
No, I've got no... Honestly, I'm not being funny, but... It's like there was some young ones in there, and you got to give it like a bit of ting. So
you got to try and be
a little bit of ting. Like, you got to get in down with it, and it. So basically, what I tried to do was kind of do the beats. Did you not notice? I was like, and I was like getting into that, hoping I didn't have to open my gob.
You done good.
And then they would go things like, and in the end, they would go like, then I got Harvey going. And I just thought, you have to give it a whirl. But then, you know, there's only certain things that rhyme with, like, because, you know, I'm not being funny, but I can't even say that word. I can say it in a rap.
Mike.
Yeah, Charlie Brown. Oh, my God, see this?
Yeah.
It's all about I. So it's quite big. I. It's a little bit big, but... So the situation... has got to have a little revelation. He's got something coming on his presentation.
Good work, Cheryl. Luke.
It's a load of old cock, really, but there we go.
Luke, your question.
Yeah, I mean, I want to know...
Are we allowed to swear?
Yeah.
I think it's too late for that, isn't
it? Is it on?
Yeah. What was worse?
What?
Heather stealing like cheese from the mini mart, being murdered by a picture frame, or being evicted tonight? What's worse?
Well, I think possibly teething from the minute mark.
Right.
Because no one likes a teeth.
No one likes a teeth.
No one likes
a
teeth.
cheese.
Yeah. The eviction, for me, was superb because you can't come out to anything better than the cheers that you got. And I'm seriously, thank you so much. I can't, honestly, that was like it. You know what I mean? Because I'm not being funny, I've got heels on and I live in a bungalow, man. I've got no stairs. So I was a bit worried about floppity flop, bouncy bouncy.
We have some audience questions. Karen.
Okay, go.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Cheryl. We love you. We really love you. We're just so in shock. How can you not be shocked? We thought you'd be there till the end.
Because I'm a slight... they used to call me the White Witch of Wolford in EastEnders because I could predict things. And tonight, for some reason, they were all, like, holding hands, like, trying to catch the living in there, do you know what I mean? And I was thinking, actually, I'm going to go. And I just kind of knew it. And I thought, people... And if you're going to go... You've got to go to that sound.
Yeah.
You've got to go to that sound. I would have been devastated if I'd have gone to booze.
Hi, Cheryl. First it was Natalie, now you. Do you think there's an EastEnders curse? And do you think Martin's in trouble?
Oh, Camp Kemp, because he's got gold. Always believe in your soul. What? Do you know what? That was one of my highlights, man. Singing in a party with Martin Kemp.
Yeah.
Gold. Oh my God. And he sat next to me
He's
tonight.
fabulous,
and he put his arm
isn't
on
he?
my, but you didn't see that bit.
Cheryl, thank you very much. Sorry we didn't get to your question as well.
Ask me later.
No, it's fine. It's good. It's good that you talk. Cheryl, as you can see, seems to be settling into life in the studio, which is just as well because she is now property of Bit on the Side.
Can I have my pyjamas, please?
Yes,
I'm
you
very
can.
tired now.
You better get used to this as well.
What's that?
This is exclusive.
I never, swear to God, never again, ever. I'm never doing another show like this. I'm never doing another being judged show. I can't cope with it.
I'd never.
Fucking aged about 20 years. I can't do it. And that's my insecurity. I don't want to be judged.
Yeah.
And if I am, I don't want to know. Do you know what I mean? I'm not expecting the world to love me, but just don't tell me.
Yeah.
I wish I fucking hated every one of you, because it would be so much easier to go in there and go, I don't like the girl, or I don't like the boy.
Yeah. It's gonna get harder and harder. Helen, okay, we haven't got long, so let's get as many questions into Cheryl as we can. So firstly, is she trending?
You were trending all worldwide, and also hashtag We Want Cheryl was also trending.
Oh,
with loads of rap requests as well. Kay Barter, because I absolutely loved your launch night Secret Task. Can you and Julie please create a Corrie/EastEnders Legends comedy sketch show, please?
I think we should at least do something together. I don't know if it'll be a Corrie Enders thing, but I think we should definitely do something together.
It was so funny, so good.
Yeah,
Samuel Coffey says, I love you. Who would be your ideal housemate have been out of anyone in the whole world?
Oh, whole world. George Michael.
That's what he thought he might say. Fudgenet says, Cheryl, you'll be missed from our screens, but what will you miss from the house?
I will miss the swimming pool.
Okay.
You love that swimming pool.
Yeah, you did.
One more very quickly.
Tell Cheryl I love her. You should still be in the house. What was your favourite memory?
Singing Gold with Martin Kemp.
Oh, that is a memory.
Thank you so much. Thanks to all of my guests. Tune in tomorrow on 5 Star. Alice and Jamie will be joined by Cheryl. And the show gets into a tight fit. Sexy. See you later.